if these are some things that you have done in the past that has not helped you, that has made you feel like, you're not making that progress from 30 to whichever marks, right? See this, running from test to test. Do you feel this? Right? A lot of people, I told you, right? If you these, there is not much for you to do for 3 months. And I honestly believe that, okay, there is not much for you to do for 3 months. But a lot of people, they try to kind of stay busy. See, without having done anything concrete to improve between the tests, right? Uh, if you're going from test to test, today test, evening test, tomorrow test, day after test, if you're doing this, that means I don't know what you are, like what I am doing in order to sort of improve. I need to do something for me to feel like from 30, I've moved to 35. I have done so and so to ensure that from 30 to 40, I'm expecting a 40 because I have done steps X, Y, and Z. Right? It's like, see, guys, it's like running 100 meters. Just because you go out and run 100 meters every single day, you sprint 100 meters every single day, your speed is now going to improve. Okay, one day you have to sort of work on you have to do weight training, you have to work on your thighs. One day you're going to work on technique, one day you're going to focus more on rest. There are many different aspects, and you only sort of run once a week. And then you see, because on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you've done this. On Sunday, let me testify, I've actually been able to improve from 0.0 by 0.01. Okay, another general sort of pitfall that I see is multiple sources for a particular subject, right? And also, not only that, you're actually changing or shifting the sources way too frequently. Okay, and why so? Sometimes it is like, see, I've actually seen people studying Insights current affairs and then revising from Vision. Okay, see, these are all about image memory. Whatever you read, if you revise that, you'll remember that. Okay, so try to keep a constant sort of a source, right? Many of you have different sources, and I'm totally cool with that. Insights is also good, Vision is also good, whichever else that you're following is also good. What is the best? The one that you're following is the best, but you have to do some justice to that. Okay, changing or shifting sources way too frequent. Sometimes I'm not sure exactly why that happens. I think sometimes it is because somebody in the library, or some of your study buddies basically said so and so. Okay, let's not be fickle minded here. Okay, in case you're doing a new NCRTs for your ancient medieval, rock on. Okay, that is great. If you're doing Tamil Nadu SCRT, great. Okay, if you're doing old NCRTs, that is also great. But ensure whatever you have read, from that, if there are questions, you don't mess that up. Okay, and then again, depending upon motivation way too much and not creating habits. Every single day is not going to be a highly motivated day, and if you depend on motivation alone to sort of perform, it is not going to be it's going to be ups and downs. Okay, ups and downs are already there in this journey, you don't need more of that. Okay, but instead you focus more on creating habits. Morning may this, evening may this, afternoon may this. Okay, that will sort of I think that will help a lot. I'll give you an example. For instance, every single time I used to go for tea, I told you this, right? Sometimes in the evening I go with my colleagues, but some other times when I go, I stand in line. Let's say I have to go and pay some tax or something like that. If I have to go somewhere, stand in line somewhere, I'll open out my phone, and then I have some national parks that I have to revise. Okay, I have which festival is going to be conducted in which particular state. I have to revise that. I have things that is already there for that particular thing. What if I have to depend on motivation? That is not going to work. Okay, I'm never going to be motivated for that. Okay, and see, combined studies. Okay, now that I'm not sure exactly, you might think that, how come that is a pitfall. See, combined studies have worked for us in many levels, might be in 10th and 12th and university, in a master's, and even in work. Collaborative environment is always the greatest, right? True, but discussions and discussions and discussions all year round I see, and still you're not competitive, right? There is some issue there, meaning, see, and I feel this true. Okay, to really imbibe the philosophy of a particular topic, it is really about the personal relationship, your personal relationship with that particular book. How much ever somebody teaches you Lakshmikant, or how much ever you discuss your Lakshmikant, okay, that deep personal relationship that you develop with that particular book is what matters. Okay, and I don't think there is any substitute to that. Okay, that alone, quiet time with that particular book. Okay, and this is generally just like any sort of relationship, not only with a particular book. How do you get the most out of a relationship? How do you strengthen a relationship, right? Even with persons, right? You're investing your personal time and your commitment into that relationship. Same thing, your relationship with your alone and quiet time that you're spending with that particular book is going to create, that is how you sort of imbibe that, the philosophy of that particular book. And I think that matters a lot. Okay, so it is you, okay, on your bum, sitting on that particular table and spending time with that particular book, however boring it is, it will help you to a great extent. Okay, so I don't have much more. I just want to conclude saying you have made a great start. Okay, and there are 3 more months. You stay positive. Okay, but remember, most importantly, that you do not have to worry about what another person is doing. Your performance does not depend on somebody else's performance or lack of performance. If you do X, Y, and Z, if you have a particular checklist, okay, you itself can have that particular checklist. I want to do so and so and so and so. If I feel that I can do that for myself, okay, don't just have it, just check it with me, okay, because you cannot. Uh, every attempt is precious. Okay, the minutest of mistakes can actually set you back by a whole year, and that is not something that you want. I've seen far too talented students, even in my last year, who I thought for sure they're going to make it. Okay, they are definitely talented, but small mistakes here and there has basically set them apart by a whole year, and it is very sad to see that. Okay, so think of it as not a competition. I do this and this and this. That's all I have to worry about. I don't have to worry about anything else. I'm going to ensure that I finish that. Okay, and again, guys, stay positive in all of this. But failures, discomfort, setbacks, these are all part of it. Okay, 30 to 130, what is it? Okay, it is the path, and that path is a slow growth. Someday it will be growth, someday it will be slow growth, someday it will be negative growth also. But again, you have to sort of figure out like what went wrong, and then again move on forward. Right, you finished polity, and then again you move on to another subject. Again, that subject is going to take you because it is new to you, right? So that is part of it. But slow growth is the best growth. You'll remember it more. It's not about tricks. It is not about tips here, and it's not about shortcuts, right? Slow growth. You will get to a particular point at which out of that 75 to 80 questions, you are solid. Okay, then in the remaining here and there ones we'll focus. So in the next coming month, you focus a lot more on slow growth, on discomfort, and generally being positive. And what you make plan for, try to sort of achieve that. Okay.